If you recall from last week, my son Chris and I were in the beautiful state of Maine chasing big northern gobblers with Aaron Lane from Rugged Country Guide Service. The birds were responsive, and Chris and I each had one tag notched and one more to go. Let's pick up the action right where we left off and see if we can finish strong. After laying eyes on a good gobbler at the back of an old farmstead, we got set up to try and call him in. The brouhaha that followed was certainly not what we had in mind.
So that's probably why that Tom is hanging back in the bush over here. Because he's probably been getting bullied by these jakes. They kick the crap out of that decoy, you know, they're pretty aggressive. So I think probably that's why he's stuck back in there. We're gonna pack everything up. See if we can try a different spot and get one to go.
Now these two big gobblers were first encountered strutting in an open field, but with no safe way to approach them, we decided to slip into an adjacent bush and call them along a low-lying drainage, but it was gonna be tight. It takes experience and nerves of steel to stay still with two big gobblers within arm's reach.
Closed captioning in today's episode is brought to you by Canuck. Nice going, buddy. We tried to get a double on that, but we were kind of got our wires crossed because we were a little ways away from each other. But he ended up having to execute this guy.
They were onto us right at the last second there.
What?
Pegged out in Maine.
We decided to hightail it over to a spot where Aaron had been keeping an eye on an old gobbler who'd been tending some hens for the last few days.
This portion of today's episode is brought to you by Bergera. Our barrels make the difference.
By my count, that's 7 jakes, and they're all reluctant to approach the deeks. I was becoming concerned that they had spotted us hunkered in the edge of the bush. It was imperative that we remain motionless, because you never know when the big boy is watching. Then, finally, our patience is rewarded. This segment is brought to you by Excalibur Crossbows. Different for a reason.
Man, now that's a good tom. Come on out, guys. Well, there we are, tagged out right here in Maine with the Canuck engaged turkey. This thing has been amazing. This has been an exciting hunt. We've got 4 birds in 2 days here. Guys, come on in. Got my son Chris here on the left, on my left, and Aaron from Rugged Country Guide Service right here in Anson, Maine, on my right. This has been a terrific trip, like I said. It's just a phenomenal way to cap it off. We've shot 4 birds in 2 days. Chris shot a couple, I shot a couple, and this guy here came in. He was the king of the mountain, and look at the hooks on him. I mean, this is, hey, Chris, I'll give you that. I mean, these are daggers. That's like going around with samurai swords taped to his legs. And these other turkeys knew it. You saw all these jakes. They were all afraid of him. They couldn't stay far enough away from him. He walked in here and they all kind of gave him a wide berth, and that was pretty cool to see. He's got some serious weight to him. He's a beautiful turkey, and I'm really happy to have him. Thanks for joining us here, right here in Anson, Maine with Rugged Country Guide Service. Feathers flying everywhere. Right here on Line of Sight TV. Here we are, limb hanging. That's pretty awesome. Anytime you can shoot a tom that's big enough that you can hang him on the limb by the spurs, that's kind of a rite of passage.